Guys, so I'm excited to be here today sharing with you my experience being in Mary Kay and also why I quit and just my overall thoughts. I know a lot of people have bought from Mary Kay, been in Mary Kay, or have had some type of connection with Mary Kay, so definitely let me know your thoughts and your experiences down below. I would love to know and chat about that with you. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to tell you my experience and why I quit. So first I started probably last year in, I would say May or July, and it was summer and stuff too, so that was super nice that I could go outside and do like the activities they want you to do. But yeah, it just overall wasn't for me. I'm more of the type of person to be able to be more free with my business, and with Mary Kay, I feel like you're kind of stuck in a box. So I don't know if I necessarily would say I'm fully anti-MLM type business, but also really quick to explain to you about MLM is multi-level marketing, and that is like trying to sell to someone else and trying to get them under you. And once you get that person under you, try to get more people, and then those people will get more people, and that is how you rise up this little pyramid. So if you didn't know what MLM stands for, that's what it stands for, and that is what it is. I know for a fact that I would never join one of those types of companies again because it just doesn't align with what I want and what I want to do in business. And I just don't think it's for a lot of people. I don't know. I feel like they just kind of sell the fact that, oh, a few people did really well and you can too, and it's way more harder than that, and I don't know. I have some thoughts about that. So a quick story of how I got started. My friend wanted me to go with her, so I did, and then they talked to me more about it, and it seemed really good because my cousin was in it a few years back, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, I saw her inventory when I was younger, and I was like, oh, that'd be cool to join sometime because I love makeup, and I think it'd be fun to sell some makeup and like get a commission off of it and to get a discount on makeup. But through that, honestly, it's taught me that I never want to start a makeup line. I already thought about that a while ago, but then doing Mary Kay too, it kind of solidified that I would never want to start my own makeup or skin line company. So that is one thing I learned from them. So that is helpful. I'm happy that I was able to experience this, and yes, it wasn't like the most positive experience in my life. It taught me a lot of things, which is good too. So a lot of things that I wouldn't have known if I didn't do Mary Kay, and I would say it just helped me more like with life experiences and not necessarily being successful in Mary Kay, and it kind of taught me who to trust and who not to trust. So once I said I'd sign up, I signed up, bought the beginning package, and then I also bought a few extra products too for an inventory, and I jumped on the phone with the lady who was above my friend and then the lady who was above her and tried to sell me different packages for Mary Kay and for inventory. You can choose in Mary Kay if you want inventory, and you can choose not to. They really recommend you having inventory so you have the product right away. I don't necessarily know if that is a good tactic to first start off people when they are first starting their business, because you don't want all this product and then not being able to sell it is a little scary. Oh, I also want to add too, when I was buying product, they really suggest that you don't pay any of this stuff with like your own money, and they really want you to do the Mary Kay credit card, which is kind of concerning. It's like, why would I want to get in debt for this company and get in debt before I even met a customer to see if anyone would be willing to buy products from me? So they do that right off the bat, and so I think everyone is on that high of first starting out and having that, like I said, bushy-tailed and wide-eyed time. They're like, okay, I'll invest this much, and it's okay, it's for my business and stuff like that. And so that's why I just think they like really hone in on the women who are not that confident, and they really say like it is your option, but like I feel like they really push on to buy as much product as you can and you'll be able to sell it. And the thing is, they mention how so many women are doing this much money in sales and stuff like that, but they don't mention that all these other women too aren't doing that much in sales or aren't doing sales at all. And a lot of women have gone in debt and broken up relationships, marriages, and stuff like that. And I just don't think it's that good as they say it is. And I feel like I really want to look at the statistics of how many women have started, how many women were successful, and how much they make, and how many women did start and got out of it or were so much in debt. Because I really think it's going to be very uneven scale of the people who made a lot of money to the people who did not. So yeah, moving on more to like my experience. So I was really excited to go off this opportunity that was like given to me, because I'm very big in doing as many opportunities as you can so you can learn, grow, and just make the best of life. So I did that, and I actually sold a good amount of products and stuff like that. I got a few people to buy from me and stuff like that, which was good, and I bought a lot of products for myself too so I could use them. They really stress on like, oh, the big opportunity, you'll be able to get the Cadillac, you'll be able to make bunches of money, be able to do full-time. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. That's like mainly why I want to start my own business. And I was like, I definitely want to do this like as a side. I would never want to do this full time. I was like, okay, now I've heard some bash about Mary Kay, but yeah, I was thinking I'll give it a really good open-minded approach to it so I'm not one-sided. And so like I just like going through it, I saw a lot of these women, and I feel like a lot of them still have part-time jobs and stuff like that, and a lot of them just try to beat their way up on top of the ladder and stuff like that, and I just don't know if that's really the best approach to it. And I don't know, there was so many women in that market and in that company that were not doing the best, and I feel like, I don't know, this is just what I feel like. I feel like they just try to prey on some women who aren't as confident in themselves, and they try to convince them to buy a lot of product and that they can do this. And 100% I believe someone can do this, own their own business, and succeed in whatever they want. But I just don't know if they give them the necessary tools right in the beginning and throughout their entire journey to be able to help women who are not as confident, or help women who aren't very good at selling and stuff. And yes, they have a lot of options to learn how to sell, but they don't really push that. They don't really give you tips of what is really great. And you see all these other women doing it, and you're like, oh, okay, I can do this. And it's just more difficult than that, and I think they just need to be more defined on what they're doing and helping the people who are not doing the best, and not just focusing on people who are always doing the best. And honestly, Mary Kay is really hard because there's already so many consultants and stuff in your area that you don't realize, and you can't obviously take away customers from their clientele, and you can't sell stuff on Facebook, you can't do that stuff. So it's really hard sometimes because there's not that many opportunities as they say there is, I feel like, on that. And I feel like the people who already know about Mary Kay either buy stuff or they don't want to, and it's kind of hard to just get as many people as you would think you'd be able to get. And honestly, since I wasn't fully in love with the company, I wasn't fully in love with the brand, it was hard to sell. So that also made me feel guilty for selling to them. And I believe that if someone has a service that 100% helps someone, it's easier to sell than to try to sell something that you half-ass don't like. So it's like, it was so hard for me to knowing that these products weren't my favorite to sell them. And I really 100% believe in using different products and not just all of the same products in the same line. And their skincare is pretty good, I guess, but nothing special or nothing crazy that I love. And I didn't really love the makeup either. It was okay, but nothing like I would say holy grail status. So therefore, it was very hard for me to sell, and I feel like it's not really resonating with the younger group of women or men who wear makeup and skincare and stuff like that. So it just was really hard to kind of get into a good mindset to sell, since, I don't know, just personally for me, I don't think it really is the best in America like they say they are. So I honestly don't know where they got that claim, because I've looked on the internet too. So if you do know and want to prove me wrong, please have that down in the description, but I just don't know where they got that, because I've seen a lot of #1 best-selling stuff and stuff like that. So who knows? In Mary Kay, you get 50% commission. So if you buy a product, you get it for half the price, and then you gotta sell it for the full price or put a discount on it, and then you make a little less commission. And they really stress that in their classes and stuff, and trying to promote that for new consultants or people who may want to be a consultant, because that is one of the biggest commissions that you can make in a lot of different companies like that they've said. I really haven't done too much research in that, but that's what they said, that is the biggest commission that you can make in like any company selling makeup and beauty products. So that is a good thing, but they don't tell you that to just keep that discount, if you didn't want to sell anything and you just wanted to buy for yourself, you have to spend like $275 or $500, I can't remember, of products within a year. And it's like, that is a lot to spend just on Mary Kay. So I was like, that's not that normal for everyone to be able to spend that much money on just makeup and skincare in one single line. So like say if one thing worked for them and then they wanted to use something else, then they can't if they want to just keep the discount and stuff. So I don't know. I just think it was like a little rat chase to try to buy stuff. And I'm pretty sure you had to spend over that, I think within 4 months or 5 months. I can't remember, but I know it was within either a few months, like 4 to 5, or a full year. I can't really remember, but there was a cap and stuff on that to make sure that people are still buying their products and stuff like that. So that is that. And I know a girl who's in it and she had just had a whole bunch of products sitting on the shelf because she couldn't sell it or get rid of it. And it's like, that is so common that I've heard and read about with Mary Kay consultants or people who used to be consultants. And luckily for me, that didn't happen to me. But like, I just see that so often that it's like so sad because I feel like that's where they're making a lot of the money, is upselling their products for inventory and trying to sell this big, huge dream, and people being really wide-eyed, bushy-tailed for that in the beginning and then buying a whole bunch of inventory and not being able to sell it. I also went to some of their events and stuff, which was fun, and it was very like uplifting. But the thing is, I don't know. The biggest thing for me is with that company is nothing wrong with them, nothing wrong with the people I met in there. I honestly met a lot of great women in Mary Kay and stuff like that who have really great intentions, but sometimes it's just, I don't know. I did not love the atmosphere because personally, I don't find anything completely wrong with Mary Kay or anything. But for me, the hitting point was when I had my own dreams too outside of Mary Kay, like with my YouTube and stuff like that. And they just really didn't support that much at all. And I was like, okay, so you guys believe in having women start their own business and being entrepreneurs, but you don't believe in them doing something other than Mary Kay. And that just really, really got to me because I was like, these women too probably have a lot of great ideas and they just can't do it because they're in Mary Kay, or they just can't do it because you guys don't support that. I feel like they just really only support Mary Kay stuff. And I think if you really, really do believe in women starting their own businesses and they don't want to do Mary Kay or want to do Mary Kay and another one, I would say support both of them. Like, they just support Mary Kay, and it's just like kind of interesting to me because it's like, I don't know, that's what they believe in, and I think there's a lot of other ventures than just Mary Kay and selling makeup. So that's the biggest thing to me that kind of made me very, very sour to Mary Kay and just not wanting to be within their group anymore and not selling Mary Kay products at all and just getting out of it. So like overall, like if it didn't benefit them in certain ways, so like if I wanted to make a video for them on YouTube, they would like that, but if it didn't benefit them, they didn't really want to talk about it or even like share any of my stuff and stuff like that, even though I was very, very into the makeup niche. I feel like they just didn't really support me within that. So yeah, seeing all those women kind of being walked on and stuff like that, as well as me, I didn't want to be a part of that. I didn't want to really be in that at all or be associated with that. So that is also the main reason why I quit. So that's also why like I really don't want to be a part of that anymore. And I just don't love like MLMs anyway, just because like I feel like it's really, really big in getting more clients under you and then making them consultants, and it's kind of just like your own agenda, and it's not always benefiting them the most and trying to fit who best fits. It's not trying to benefit that specific person, like this person knows how to sell, this person I know will do really well, and it's kind of just like trying to like convince someone as hard as you can to be under you so you can go up. So it's like kind of like stepping on other people like a pyramid to be able to be on the top, and I just don't believe in that. So yeah, I just don't think Mary Kay is for everyone, and I just don't think their products are that great. And I've heard a lot of people say that as well, and I just heard a lot of really, really bad stories with them, and I don't think they nurture their consultants and people in their company as well as they should. So yeah, I just don't think nothing really bad with Mary Kay. It's just the people who are in it that make it not as enjoyable as they say in the beginning. So overall, I just, personally for me, it wasn't for me, and I don't recommend it to any of my friends or anyone that I meet. And I've heard a lot of like anti-MLM people talk about stuff too, so I just don't think it's just me thinking this, and I just really wanted to share with you my experiences with it, just in case if you were thinking of starting Mary Kay or any other MLMs, just really make sure you know who you're working with, yeah, it's just not for me, and majority of people I feel like it's not for. So definitely, if you are thinking about joining a Mary Kay or any MLM, to do your research, make sure you really know that's what you want to do, and make sure when you go into it, don't put too much money in stake with it, just so the off chance that you may not like it, that you can get out easier and not be financially in debt for all of this stuff. So yeah, those are my thoughts. If you join Mary Kay or have any association with it or anything, and you want to let me know down below so we can chat about it, I would love to know. So I will see you guys very, very soon. Bye guys!